Women are scared of happily single men. You want to know why? Let's get into it. Being happily single as a man makes you more appealing. Men that don't need to be in a relationship. Men that have high standards. Men that don't chase women. They chase in purpose. This makes women think, wonder if that man is actually interested in them, and will in turn, y'all listen to this, increase the value of that man and his expressed interest in their minds.
True, women expect men to chase validation through them. But when a man finds peace alone, he flips the entire script. His independence radiates confidence and self-respect, instantly raising his value. Suddenly, women must work for his attention, and for the first time, they question their own worth instead of assuming it.
There's so many sexless men, and that's just not healthy. What are they doing wrong?
They're doing a lot of stuff wrong. They need to get their health sorted out, get their finances sorted, and miraculously, if you start making more money, you start hitting the gym looking good, you might start feeling more confident. You might start walking around with more self-esteem. Okay, that is contagious. Women can smell that on a man.
Now they are shaming men for being single.
Why men have given up on women. Let's face it, the red pill community was not built overnight. As both a woman and a psychotherapist, my journey has been humbling to say the least. The number one reason that men have given up on women and on love is solely because the gap between men and women is getting larger and larger. With women, there's the movement of I don't need no man. And then with men, you have that movement of women are a liability.
It's just not worth it anymore. We don't need drama in our lives anymore. Peace beats chaos. Every single time.
Would you rather be married and miserable or single and lonely?
Single and lonely as long as I have my money. If you not my thought process, I cannot have you around me because you're going to fuck up my life.
Can you be lonely and not miserable?
You can be lonely and have a blast. 9 times out of 10, when somebody tells you they're lonely, are they happy?
No.
Are they happy?
No.
I disagree.
Are they happy?
I've been lonely and happy. You can be lonely and happy. You cannot be miserable and happy. It doesn't make sense.
When I'm feeling lonely, it's easier for me to feel loved if I go around people I love. When I'm miserable, I could be around y'all and I'm still miserable.
Choosing loneliness over misery is the smarter move. Misery infects everything, even when you're surrounded by people. Loneliness can be managed with purpose, hobbies, and growth. You can build peace alone, but you can't fix a toxic marriage draining your soul. Freedom with solitude beats chains of slow decay.
I don't think men like women anymore. I don't think that men desire us women anymore, us real women. I don't think that they value us like they used to. Men aren't really putting out effort. They're not putting out any type of effort like they used to. Taking a girl on a date becomes an issue. You know, spending money on a woman is an issue. You should have your own money as a woman. Going out to do something fun is an issue. Why don't you just come over to the house and we could do something in the house? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm from New York, but I see women all over the globe complain about what's happening with men nowadays. Is it women that's not making themselves desirable anymore? Because there are beautiful women out here, beautiful women, ambitious women, caring women, nurturing women who are outside looking for love, and men that just can't keep up with that. Like, they're not communicating with them. They're not willing to hang out and do fun things. What happens to the fun in life? What happened to life being exciting and fun? And
today's woman's attitude and character have become undesirable. The entitlement, the double standards, it's exhausting.
It's the rude awakening that men have needed for
thousands of years.
I have 4 big things to say about this, but first of all, I'm not quite sure where this belief came from that if more women divorce their husbands, that these men are just going to believe that it was all their fault and they're going to grow and get better. No, there's never just fault on one side, and men know that. Second of all, most men that go through divorce end up losing a lot in the form of lost time with their children and financially through spousal support and child support. So many men just feel victimized by the court system. Thirdly, a lot of these men that get put through the ringer, they eventually build themselves back and they realize that they're a lot happier being single. It's actually a lot more peaceful for them. And fourthly and lastly, a lot of men never want to get married again, or in the first place, because they hear women like this talking about divorce as if it's some sort of punishment for her not being happy, as if his needs and the family's needs have nothing to do with it. And men are smarter than that.
Men aren't imagining victimization in the courts, they're living it. The system drains their wallets, time, and dignity, leaving them as walking ATMs. The reality is brutal. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. She was never truly yours, just your turn until she cashed out.
You want to know why men over 40 are staying single? I'll tell you why. Because society raised women to be wives to careers, not husbands. And now the men who were once overlooked are watching rebellion unfold and choosing peace over chaos. These ain't excuses. These are the raw, unfiltered reasons men are walking away from modern women, and many of them don't plan on looking back. You better watch this all the way through or keep wondering why that good man ain't calling you back. Let's set the record straight. This ain't about men being bitter. This ain't about men being weak. This is about men getting wise, men getting structure, and men finally realizing what marriage has turned into and what it costs when you choose a woman who ain't built for submission, peace, or purpose. And if you're one of those women thinking, well, maybe he just can't handle a strong woman, sit tight. You're about to find out he didn't lose interest. He gained clarity. First reason, divorce destroys a man's life. Older men have seen it too many times. Good men getting gutted in court. He loses his house, he loses his pension, his legacy, and she walks away with half his world for bringing nothing but attitude to the table. Why would any man jump into a legal system designed to reward rebellion and punish masculinity?
He said nothing wrong. He spoke truth, even about men's flaws. Respect to that brother for keeping it real.
When you get enough lonely single men in their young ages of like 20 to 30, right, with no family, no kids, nothing to die for, to stand for, you're going to have public tragedies keep happening. Soon they'll start targeting higher ups in government because, you know, once the greed sets in from those at the top and they take more and more and more and you're left with nothing, then you'll really see the, quote, revolt everybody talks about.
He's right. An entire generation of young men stripped of purpose, family, and hope is a ticking time bomb. Society bleeds them dry, elites hoard the wealth, and when men finally snap, everyone acts surprised. Ignore men long enough, and that silence turns to chaos.
I can't see one single positive argument for staying single today. We're having a cigar the other day with this guy when we did the live podcast. He's 35 years old, makes millions, but he doesn't want to get married. He says, it's too risky getting married today. I said, it's too risky getting married today. I said, man, it's too risky staying single today. Like, what do you think life is all about? Pulling up to a restaurant in a Rolls Royce? For what? Who cares? Those people that say, what a nice car, don't give a shit about you. Everything about life is investing in things that outlive you. Man wants to live forever, but we're not going to. The only way you're going to get a glimpse of living forever is by what you build. You have kids, you raise them properly, they continue your last name, you write a book, you make music, you make movies, you make something that outlives you.
True. All of this is true. Well said.
Well said, soldier.
Women helped create this shift. They made relationships high risk, divorce laws, social media validation, attacks on masculinity. Men watched others lose everything. Kids, money, peace, and said no more. Now, they build legacy through work, wealth, and freedom. Not marriage. Men didn't give up. They adapted.
If you look at the stats on who's happiest, the happiest people are single women and married men. They're the two happiest groups of people always.
Single women
and married men
are the happiest.
But the happiest groups of people, like not married women. Married women like end up doing all the jobs, and you know, married women aren't happier than single women. Single women are happier than married women. And married men are really happy because they get everything done for them, basically.
There's no study behind her claims, but the data's clear. The most medicated group today is single women past a certain age. That says plenty. And here's the truth. An unhappy wife poisons the marriage. Her misery spreads until the husband breaks too, because she'll never allow him peace if she has none.
4 reasons why being a single man in your 30s is awesome.
Number one, you're actually attractive to women, okay? A lot of guys spend time in their 20s not feeling attractive to women at all, but if you work on yourself in your 30s, you're gonna be a lot more attractive to them. Number two, you're less desperate for sex. The good thing about being in your 30s is you're not a complete horn dog all the time. It actually helps. Three, you have money to finally do what you want and you're not sweating over the check when the bill comes. Four, you have less pressure to settle down and have kids. This is one of the benefits of being a guy as opposed to women who experience a lot of pressure during this time.
Your 30s can be better than your 20s. You've learned, you move smarter, you understand yourself. Financial stress? It's about choices, not age. Marriage and kids? That pressure hits men too. But now, men choose what truly matters. Their own peace over society's expectations.
Do you think men are happier when they are single or in a relationship? This question comes up because I got into a bit of an argument on Facebook this week because someone had posted a very long and detailed post alluding to just that fact. That men, when they are free to pursue their own goals and see who they want and hang out with friends and do all the things that they want to do, are actually happier than when they're in a relationship. And I agreed, because the reality is that men typically give up their goals and hopes in lieu of whatever she wants them to do. Of course, this led to a lot of arguments and a lot of hate from the women at me, which I am very much used to, which is fine. What I want to know is...
Sure, single men might live with a little more mess, but that's peace. Better a messy home than a messy heart. Modern relationships often drain more energy than they give, making single life far less stressful and far more rewarding. That's all for today. Thanks for watching MGTOW Voice. Show us your love by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Support us and help spread awareness for men around the world. We welcome a healthy debate and discussion, so feel free to comment and share your thoughts.